Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. Welcome to my channel everybody. So I am working on paper pumpkin alternatives. Yes I am. I am so excited. I finally got my box. Yes, I know I'm late to the start with this, but couldn't be helped. Had to do some changes to my bank account, forgot to notify Stampin' Up, so I had to get the second shipping of the paper pumpkin. So paper pumpkin, March 2024's paper pumpkin alternative video number 2 for the kit called Meaningful Meadows. Yes. So here is it. We're going to show you a look at all 3 of this one, 3 of this one, 3 of this one, and it's fabulous. They printed on both sides of the cardstock. Thank you, Stamping Up. The envelopes are printed, so you get a look at how to make the projects as they designed them. This is the QR code to do other projects, and then a visual of everything in kit. And the coordinating colors are Balmy Blue, Basic Black, Berry Burst, Daffodil Delight, Early Espresso, Fresh Freesia, Garden Green, Gorgeous Grape, Granny Apple Green, Mossy Meadow, Night and Navy, Old Olive Petal, Pink, Pretty, Peacock, Very Vanilla, and that is a tongue twister for the... Oh! So, I'm going to tell you, these I'm not a fan of. I will try to use at least one of these items on a card. I'm going to say try, because my idea is thinking I can do a... sampler with this with these, and that's more likely what I'm gonna do for them, or save them to do on some tags and stuff that are not with this project, so they're gonna stay sealed for a while. Let me put those, sorry, I want to put them out of the way. So videos 1 through 5 I show you what came in the kit. So I've already showed you the trash bit card. Number 1 was using trash bit. This is trash bit number 2. This is part of trash bit number 1. I'm still saving that because I can use this behind things, but this one I know I'm going to be using this for a card around this size. Here we go. I haven't taken these apart, and I'm not, I got to really think about this one. I have some ideas, but this one more than likely, definitely. And so I haven't taken that apart. This, no, but the white might be useful. This is because hopefully I have enough product to do what I want, because I only use one paper pumpkin kit. This to me deserves to be a full, big, large card. And this is a 5x7 card. So that means it is 7x10 scored at 5. And I'm thinking that is going to go gorgeous right there. That's my idea for this card base. I'm showing you the card bases. That I'm keeping with it. This one, I already used half of this one, of one of these, for card number 1. And then this is really different. They did the 4.5 by 11 scored at 5.5. And I really love this. This is just beautiful. So here's our sentiment bits and bobs, besides the white ones you already saw. So you got, this is a vellum, but a really nice cardstock vellum. And this is what my trash bits are from. You got that one, and I've already used that one. You got 3 of these, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these, which I have yet to use. Put them in the baggie. Okay. I'm going to show you what the stamps look like. This was a double stamp set. So this would be what I call a 3-part stamp. You stamp this one. You have the fill in to make the solid image. The leaves fill in here. This, guys, somebody tell me what this is supposed to be. I am not sure. And this one, I say 3, but it's really 2-part. This one and then the solid. This is for the shadowy bits and then the centers of the flowers. On the back here, we have this one, heartfelt thanks. It's the little things that matter, which I absolutely love that. Have a beautiful birthday. I wish it said had a beautiful day. Have a beautiful day. would be gorgeous. So maybe I'll have to cut birthday apart. So it says, have a beautiful day, like ... day. You've been on my mind. That's a great idea. Have a beautiful day. I like that idea. So that almost concludes it. So we got these little adhesive back sequins. You got dimensionals and glue dots and a green, garden green spot. So let's get on with what we are going to make. And I already have some done. I don't have, let me look on my shelf real quick to see if I have a sample of this card. I have made this before. No, I don't. Okay, but the difference being, you're just going to have to wait and see, right? Difference being is we're not going to add elements to this. So we are going to use an envelope as our DSP. I'm starting to second guess myself. Nope, I'm going to keep it what I wanted. So what I need is I need a clear envelope. I really just need to buy like $100 worth of clear envelopes. I really wish I had that kind of money, but I don't. There are so many things that I need to buy that I'm running out of. It's scary. I need ink refills, and ink refills go up here in the new catalog. Oh, let me turn on the big light. Adhesive goes up. Envelope prices going up. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Anyway, so we have a clear envelope. So for this card, you will need 5.5 by 11 piece of cardstock. You will score it 1 3/4 and at 3.5 on one end. Then take it out, turn it, and score the other end. And we are going to do that together. But I want to show you. You are going to have this, what is this? 3-inch strip left. Now, I had a smaller bit of cardstock. So out of that, you want to cut one at 1 8/16 by 4. Just one of those. And you want it the same color as your cardstock. So I'm going to lay that there so you can see. Then you need 2 more that are 1 3/4 by 4. Now you're only going to be able to get one out of this, so you'll need a little extra for the second one. Had I been doing the front piece of this card, which these are these 4, you would have been able to get a 3 by 3 piece. Maybe not 3 by 3. You would have been able to get a 2 3/4 or like 2 8/16. Get really close. So this would have been 1, but I don't know why we can't get that 3-inch. Oh yeah, you could. So you would have been able to get one of these extra panels. However, I'm not using that. No, because I've got a different idea in my head. I thought I had a clip on these. I don't want to lose these pieces. So that's my sample bit. So I just wanted to share with you that. And this is going to go into my scrap pile. So that is our card base. Cut 1 8/16 by 4. Cut 2. This is the same cardstock as your card base. 1 3/4 by 4. Cut 3 DSP 1 5/8. That is wrong right there. We're going to have to, where is my other piece for the DSP? It wasn't in the package. Okay, so I lost it. So we'll have to figure this out in a minute. And then you're going to need a 2-inch circle punch. Ta-da! And we might use a piece of the envelope for the 2-inch circle punch. Either that or white. So I am waiting on that one. And I forgot. So either envelope or white. And then I forgot for the inside. Inside you're going to want 3 3/4 by 5 of white. All right, so what I have is the beautiful Miss Phyllis sent me some dies. And it's these lovely little flowers, which I thought were really close to the imagery, and so I want to use them. And then she sent me this die, which is like 2 1/8 inch in circumference, which the 2-inch circle punch should layer up beautifully on it. Hopefully that's going to work out. I have 6 flowers. So I have 2 large, 1 medium, and 3 small. And then I have 2.5 of the add-on leaves from the Love of Spring dies. And this is in Garden Green. And I just saw something that could work, and don't put it past me. Let's grab it. This might, oh, look at there. Okay, we'll keep these out. These were the Heart and Home doilies, but any doilies would work, I believe. So let's get started. Am I going to need that out? No. But we're going to move the envelope. See, that is wrong because we need it to be a little bigger on one of the two. So I got to figure that out. We're going to score. Then we're going to cut. So we need to score at, let's get my cheat sheet here. I wonder where that other piece of measurement is. So we have a 5.5 by 11. We're going to score at 1 3/4 on both ends. And we don't want this dark blade. That's a no-no. That's the cutting blade. We want this nice little light colored blade. 1 3/4. So 1, 2, and 3. Nice, steady pressure. You don't got to like force it. You just want nice, even pressure. And I think the 3 makes it work. And then at 3.5. So right there. And I'm holding this. I'm giving it a little push so it's right up against this lip. 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to take it out. I'm going to turn it. So 1 3/4 again. 1, 2, and 3, and then 3.5, which is right here. 1, 2, and 3. So we'll worry on scoring it again in a moment. I want my guillotine. My lips are chapped. So my guillotine, because we need the envelope, which I just put up somewhere. Because we need to cut this apart, right? I'm going to love those. Those are going to come in so handy. So first things first is we have to cut off the flap. Now we're going to open it up and we're going to take a hair off of each end. There's one. Turn it this way. And little Kiki is snoring. That was more than a hair, Alice, there. So there's my 2 bits. This, I think, would be really great on a card. But we might end up using that for something else. So we're going to open it up. Now we're going to cut this off. So this can be used. And so now we have the cardstock. We need these. And I'm sure the 1 5/8 is not, I'm not sure if I need to cut 2 of that one or 1 of that one. So what I need to do is get this to 3 3/4. Let's do the side. I see that the print's going that way, but we're making it go this way anyways. 3 3/4 right there. We have a nice little strip here we can save for later. Now we're going to get, you could do this with the card front, half of one of the card bases in the kit. So we know, let's just do it this way. Here is my 1 piece. That's 1 8/16 by 4. So it's 4 this way. Let me show you what the 1 8/16 looks like. It is that tiny little mark right there, right before the 2. Okay, That's 1. I'm going to give it a little trim. Looks like it was a little over. 1 8/16. So I want, this is 1 8/16. Turn it this way. This is what my cardstock's at. This gives me, that's 1, 2, that's 5, 1 5/8. That's 5/8. Let's double check. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that one is it. Cut. It's done. And we're going to see the border is not right. But I bet it is for this one. I bet that is going to fit perfectly. And it does. So that's the right measurement for this one. So this needs to say cut 2. Cut 2. And then I need to do cut 1 at something times something, right? So I need to cut 1 more. 1 5/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I am not afraid counting out loud. I'm making sure. So there's that one. So we have, I'm looking for them. So we have our 2 pieces with the coordinating DSP. Now we need a piece here, which looks roughly like that. So let me see what that looks like. It looks like it is, if it's here, it looks like it is cut to 1 7/8. No, 6/8. If it's not right, so it is. It's 1 6/8. I'm going to count over just to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is 1 6/8. And cut 1 at 1 6/8 by 3 3/4. Now we got the right measurements. So there, and we have this little bit. And I forgot to get a white piece for the inside of the card. And for this one, I do want to make it 3 3/4 by 5, which I know it's not. I know this is 4 by 5 1/4 because that's what it has marked. So I want it just a little shorter. Now, I don't mind doing this, cutting it down. Nope, it needs to be 3 3/4 by 5. I'm like, why is that like, you know, there. Now we have all of our pieces to do this card. And I'm probably going to need scrap, so we need these. If I need white, I'm probably going to use it out of the envelope. So hopefully, let's score our crease, actually. Bone folder, I got stamps everywhere. So the crease that is closest to the center, you want to fold that in and give it a nice going over. The one farthest to the outside, fold that back. And that's 1. This has a really neat interlocking way this card goes. So fold the center inwards, the closest to the center. Closest to the outside, fold it back towards the outside. And you get this little card that's going to open like this. Now it has this gap here. That's why you need your cardstock pieces. Cardstock pieces, cut 2 at 1 3/4 by 4. Now, Lisa Crucio, hopefully I'm saying that right. I saw her demonstrate this card. However, I changed the measurements. I didn't like the larger gap between the top and the bottom for the middle piece. So I made my middle piece larger. That's my middle piece. So I'm going to start. For the top and the bottom, you are going to glue them on the same side. I'm going to glue half of this to this side and half of this one to the same side as the bottom. Okay, because they're the same, right? And it's not quite half, actually. So I'm going to open this up. I am going to use this as a guide to where to stop my glue. Okay, so once I got that little box on there, I can fill in. And you would think that that looks like a lot of glue, but it's really not right now, not with my glue bottle. So this piece, I want it, it's a wiggly glue. I'm going to take it like this. I'm going to tap it down to the tabletop. And then I'm going to use my fingers. I'm going to push it to the outside. Then I can turn it this way using the tabletop as a guide for this. And it's still kind of wiggly, so do be careful. And I'm doing the same thing. I'm just pushing this down, making sure it's there. So that was the bottom. Now we need to do the top, which is right here. And like I said, these need to be glued to the same side. So right there, I'm going to flip it over. My husband has been working on his car, my son's car, and I'm really happy because it's a nice sunny day, and my husband is happiest if he's hunting, fishing, or working on vehicles, though he will tell you that he's not happy working on vehicles. But deep inside, it gives him great satisfaction. And then I keep begging him, you know, you tell me that you don't want me driving the truck. You don't want me driving the Mustang. Fix one of my two cars. He's like, yeah, it's just a pain, you know. Well, because it's wintertime. He's like, yeah, if I just put the bearings in there, it might cost me $75. And I'm like, wait a minute, honey. You told me you needed a new engine for the Charger. He's like, well, that's if the bearings isn't gonna solve my problem with it. I said, baby, I'm telling you what. I said, you're not fixing the truck. He said, there's a valve or something he wants fixed or something with the truck. I said, you just don't want me to drive that truck. I said, I'm like Dale. I want to drive the truck. I want to drive the truck. He's like, I don't want you driving my truck. I'm like, then fix a car because I don't like driving that Mustang. He's like, I know. He's like, I'm like, you're being a pain. He's like, yes, I am. So we were out there joking around. Anyway, so we have the top and the bottom. Do you see how this is going? And this one now, you're going to see those, the bit here and here. I did not like the larger gap, which it was. I didn't like it, so I made mine just that little bit bigger. So now I'm going to keep this closed together. And I don't want to go all the way to the top. And I'm going to add my glue. This, to me, is safer than adding glue to the other piece. X marks the spot, right? But not on this one. You need lots, since my glue bottle is not wanting to, like, put out a whole lot of glue. So here we go. Turn it this way. Because I am not adding the extra pieces on top of this. So I want to get it, it's kind of hard. Let's flip this down a bit so I can wiggle this where I want it. I mean, you're really not going to notice it. So there we have it. We're going to clip that one there, this one here to keep it together. So we have our piece here, right? Which is 1 6/8 by 3 3/4, because these were by 4. This is the one that goes in the center. And remember, don't put a whole lot of glue on this, as this part is just an envelope. You don't want it to saturate it, and I just messed up, guys, because I wanted to do some stamping, but we will just stamp it on here. I can make it work. And then we have this one and this one, which we are going to stamp on these first. So maybe I just stamp on these and not stamp in the center one like I was, because we're going to have a focal point there. Focal point anyways. All right, my scratch paper. Top and bottom. What? See, those look too big. This was that extra stamp set, so that's a no-go, even though I mounted it. This one, however, I think will be perfect. So I want some there. I'm thinking, let me look at this real quick. You know, it's always, you can see how that's coming in. I have this. And I'm really thinking that doily is going to look really cool on there. Let's see, what color do we have? Do I need to color it? I didn't really want to do that. I don't like that at all. That would have been pretty if I used basic gray, because look at that. That looks really neat. However, we will go like this. And like that, and I think I can get away with just doing some speckles around this in fresh freesia. That will work. So we need a circle, which, like I said, we were going to use the envelope piece here, or this we could punch. Let's see. We can, oh my gosh, that will give us, we're going to punch it right there. No, we're going to get the lighter bit because we're going to stamp on it. But I am going to punch first. And that's going to go in the center. And where's our other sentiment? It says heartfelt thanks, or it's, you guys, this one's going to be my go-to. So this is going to go in the center. Yes, yes, yes. And do I want to stamp? I really wanted to stamp that little flower. So I think I'll do one here. I might do a portion of one there and one here. I wish I had a little butterfly stamp. I'd stamp it up there, but I don't have a butterfly. But we could do flower, flower, flower. And then do flower, flower. Oh, let's do that. That will solve it. Okay. See, it just took a little thinking of what to do next. Ink pads. I chose to bring out, I want to take a look at Highland Heather. Instead of, I know the Gorgeous Grape is gorgeous, but we are going to look at Highland Heather against this. We're just going to stamp right there, because I don't want it to be too dramatic with the Gorgeous Grape. I just didn't want to go that route, but I think we're going to. Okay, so Highland Heather maybe for the little splatters, but this is definitely going to be Gorgeous Grape. So the bottom. Oops, I forgot to stamp off. So the bottom is going to have a little bit of this in it. So our top one is going to go here. Then I want one there. And I want one here. Set that aside. Or that's the top, because it's going to be the same. So like that. All right. Now, blending pen, yes. But I think, do I even want to blend it? Yeah, okay, we're going to do the shadow thing. We're just going to blend a little bit on it. I'm not even sure you can. Well, I can see. I'm not sure if anybody else can, but it is smearing the ink. That's really what it does. Just to give it a little shadow. I already did that one. It's reacting to some of the ink on there, I think, or some of the pink that's on this tip. Okay, that's done. A little bit of this one. Oh, little Titi, go back to sleep, little dog. My little baby's going to have surgery. She has a couple of teeth that have abscess. Not badly, but they're getting there. And took her to the vet. She's on antibiotics. And then they're going to do surgery in May. We did her blood work. It's just them getting her on the schedule. You see that she's making a noise because she's cold, I guess. Now we need the flower part. And that is going to be in Garden Green. And we are going to need a mask bit because our stem is going to get in the way. And I want some leaf of the stem thingy on there. So we're going to go like so. I'm going to ink it up again. And I'm going to come in like that. Ooh, we got a little bit more. That's okay. This one is just going to have that and maybe a little bit there. And don't forget, I cut this apart, guys, because I can. Oops, come back. And this one, let's see. There. Now we got to do this all again. There. 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 And this one over here. And this one. All right. Set that over there and let's get these glued. Oh, no, we're not done. We're going to do speckly bits. And they have a little speckly bit. That's Gorgeous Grape. We want, I think, the Highland Heather. And I want to do a test. So where's that little envelope bit that I punched my circle out of, right? There's so much stuff. I'm like, where did it go? Not that. There it is. We want to do a test. So that's full strength. I want to do Stamped Up. I need this. So I just want to see. No, it's going to be full strength. All right. This bit. We're going to add, this is Highland Heather, everybody. We are just designing our own DSP is all we're doing. Okay, there's that one. This one, we want it in there. Now, for the center one, I have to do the stamping on the sides. So right there and right here. So this way, Goodness, TT. You guys want to see TT? That's my little chihuahua sitting in front of the heater. All right, so now we can glue these pieces onto our card. You are one antsy little creature right now, TT. Antsy, antsy, antsy. Goodness gracious, honey. All right, guys, I gotta open the door for her. Apparently, she will not wait. Go on. Go on, little miss. Go. Outside. Don't skip around. All right, so we have our card base so far. We are going to stamp for the inside. We are going to do heartfelt thanks in, yes. No, it's the little things that matter. We're going to do heartfelt thanks. Let me make sure it fits. Where's my circle? I want to make sure it fits on my circle that we punched, the 2-inch circle punch. Yes, gorgeous grape. It really doesn't matter which way it goes, circle. So there's that. And I did, of course I did. I did it in Highland Heather. They're so close. Look, they're so close in color. I wonder if I can line this up. I'm not sure if I can. Let's see if we can, though. No, I'm not even going to try. Where's the envelope bit? Let's see if we can get one more circle out of here. I can always keep that for later. Oh, yes. So I got 2 circles. This one just has more blue in it. And it shows up so much better. This is going to be the Highland Heather. All right, so we have that done, we need, let that sit over there for a minute. For this piece, we need to do the Highland Heather here, here, and here, 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 and there. Then we want to do It's the Little Things, and I'm just checking to make sure it's Gorgeous Grape. There. And then I want to do in Gorgeous Grape a flower there and a flower up here and our mailer. So Highland Heather, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do it up here, even though you won't really see all that much of it. And then Gorgeous Grape there, tying in what we did on the inside. This is done. Envelope time. So, you know, if it falls into an ink pad or something, it's protected. Now let's put those up and away, and we have our doily, which we need. I wanted the gray on the back. I'm thinking we might get away with doing, oops, wrong one. That's Highland Heather. We went Gorgeous Grape. I'm going to pounce up and down going around the outside. I just want to add a little color. I want it light. I don't want it dark. Just pouncing around the outside bit. Let's see. If we put it on our card, now we're going to take the darker bit and we're going to go around the outside edges. They're getting rid of, we did have in the annual catalog right now, doily dies, which are fabulous. I don't have them, but they would be fabulous. They were on my wish list, but that's not going to work, is it? I mean, you can always go buy paper doilies at the store. So there we have it. That's going to give it that little bit of color which it needed. So this, now once again, I guess I should have moved my clips up here. And this is just my personal preference while I'm sitting here working on it. So my doily is going, I'm just going to do it a small circle here. I can do a little bit more on the outside, but top and bottom, I want to stay away from that. Thank you, Phyllis. Look how nicely that's going to nestle in there. This is next. But I forgot about the greenery, so I'm going to have to put that on hold for a minute. Darn me. All right. So I thought I would do a green and a green there. And then this, I just want to look at my placement. And now that I'm looking at those, I'm not happy with them, so we're not going to use them. Let's just say we didn't do that. So I'll have to take that off of the list. Heartfelt thanks. Look at that. This 2-inch circle punch. Online exclusives, guys. Love the punches. I am all out of the gorgeous grape ribbon, or I would have added a bow on here, but I don't have any. So these we'll save for another day. But let's take a look at my flower selection. So I have 2 large and 1 medium. And now I'm wondering if these are the right choice flowers, but they do kind of, I like them. And I wanted to do, we can do 1 big. I don't think I need all 3. We can do 1 large there and 1 medium. My idea was to do a large set and a medium set. Or we can still do that. We just need to move them in a different, like so, and then do the big one up there. Yes. So this one, glue here, there. I want you right there in this wee little one. And Phyllis also sent me the gems that we're going to be using on here. This one is off-centered. They are from the lavender set that's in the mini catalog. They're gorgeous. There's one. Gonna do the gorgeous grape, and I just use scraps. Now you could use, don't forget, the Petal Park Sweet. We're gonna go ahead and glue this one first and then get it on there. And then I can tuck it up like so. beautiful, beautiful little card. I just had those little gems right here that I pulled out. Where did they go? Okay, I gotta move this. No. Okay, somebody's messing with me, right? And there's nobody else in my stamp room but me, but things are disappearing. Where did they go? No. Stamp die. Okay. I mean, I had them, I set them right here. Let's put this aside. Move Mr. Frog out of the way. This out of the way. Pokey tool out of the way. Look in the box. The pokey tool went missing. Stamp blocks, stamp blocks, stamp blocks over there. This is out of the way. Put that away. I'm sorry, guys, but I did have them out. I pulled them out of my bling box. These are extra card bases I was going to use. I just don't understand where... It's not on the floor. I didn't hit it. I don't have a sweater that would have done that. All right, let's close these up because I am not going to give up. I'm going to put the blending tool in the container. These dies can go there. That needs washing. Oh, look. Do you see them? Right there they are. I just didn't pull it out enough. Ugh, I was going to lose my mind. The pokey tool didn't come back. So, look at those. Even those are gorgeous. So, thank you, Phyllis. Thank you for sharing with me, honey. That is so, so beyond kind to share with me. I am honored. Thank you. I'm going to put your name on this card right now. Where's my sticky notes? We're going to stick it on the inside. Send to Phyllis. And if I don't do this right now, guys, I will forget. So for Phyllis. But you got to wait till I'm done with Paper Pumpkin. So that's going to go on the inside of our card. Our little clips. Look at that. Ta-da! It can open either left or right. It could have done this way. It could have gone this way. But I just wanted to change it up. Gotta make sure that slides under the doily. So now we have to put our inside, and we're going to sponge around the outside of this. I'm going to need to open up the gorgeous grape. I haven't heard a car engine rev in a while. I'm going to have to go check on my husband. I heard him revving my son's car back up. It's like, I think he just likes to hear the engine rumble. In that car, the engine rumbles. It's got a Hemi, something, something, something. I'm not in on that kind of stuff. But they got to put a kill switch in it. My husband's like, oh man, we need to get a better hood on this engine and all kinds of, and like, I mean, the insurance company said the car was totaled. Their guy could not fix the car. My husband had the car less than 24 hours and he had the engine purring for under $50. It's like, what's up with that? Now the paint job, yes, my son's going to have to save up and spend a good 20 to 30 grand just on a paint job. But the car is worth, 60, 80 grand. So it's kind of crazy. We need Wink of Stella. Now I want to be cautious of my Wink of Stella. I want to stay away from my ink. So I'm dabbing it. And I wonder where little TT went. The backyard is fenced in, at least the part where the dogs can go. I got tired of the dogs climbing over my flower beds that I took 5 years, and it's a very small backyard, guys, but it took me 5 years. I dug grass out of it for 2, and it took me 5 years to get what I wanted planted in it and it to be stable. And last year I was like having a conniption fit with the dogs trampling over my plants. I had a peony, guys, that I had for I think 15 years before it ever bloomed a flower. Yeah, 15 years, because the dogs would trample over it. All different dogs of mine. So anyways, there we go. Heartfelt thanks. Where's our envelope? And there is our mailer envelope. Guys, except for that bling, let's see if this goes through. I'm telling you what. Me and Mr. Postmaster need to have a chat. Let's see if this goes through that official post office. United States Post Office. Let's see if this goes through without getting caught. Oh no. See, this one does catch. Hear that? Yeah. If I didn't put the bling on it, it would go through easily. But that one definitely not going to. But isn't that look gorgeous? I mean, you're mailing this. Everybody who handles this card in the post office is going to see that a lot of love went into that. Gorgeous little card. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thank you for letting me share my love of paper crafting with you. And I enjoy this so much. I hope you like this alternative. And I hope to see you again in my Wonderland. Bye-bye for now.